it's Ruben, and right now I am in Quindío, which is the second smallest department of Colombia. This is also known as the coffee district because coffee is like super important for the economy over here, and there's a lot of coffee farms. Actually, the hostel that I'm staying at right now, Tukawa Hostel, is both a coffee farm and a hostel at the same time, and it is a beauty. Some other interesting things about this hostel as well, which I would like to get into right away. Besides having the regular amenities that almost every hostel has, like a lounge area, a bar, an area to play ping pong, they've also got a few extras like an amazing swimming pool, a hanging bed, and just an amazing view all over the coffee farm. They also grow a lot of their own ingredients that are used at the restaurant. One of those being, well, mangoes, and others of them being pineapples. I don't know if you've ever seen how pineapples grow, but this is... Yeah.
Miss... Ah oui!
Have you ever seen pineapples grow like that?
I thought it was like up on the tree.
Yeah. The first time I saw it, I was like, "This is just somebody trying to fool me that this is how they grow."
It's like a joke, you know, like someone too drunk put the pineapple there. Let's think it grows like that.
Yeah, no, this is the way.
But that's amazing.
Yeah, and actually, if you want a new one to grow, then you just cut off like the head of it, just the top part, and that's what you put in the ground, and then like a whole new plant grows. So as you can see over here, this is the top of a pineapple. Also, this place used to have some chickens, but eventually they turned out to be too annoying, and they moved them to like further up the farm. But the chicken coop is kind of still intact, and wilderness is slowly taking over, like plants are growing, and especially this plant, it's a fruit-bearing tree, and the way this tree grew is this is a very, very fertile area. There used to be a whole bunch of volcanoes around here, and a few thousand years ago, like, they covered the entire area in ashes, which made the ground super fertile. And this is why, like, actually just the food scraps that they would throw to the chickens, like the food scraps from the restaurants, just started growing. Everything sprouted, and now they've got some, well, their own supply of fruit. I have completely forgotten what this is, but I do know that it's like related to kiwi. And the rest of this hostel is just coffee farm. Well, it's huge. They do it as organic as possible. And here you see some new plants, and right over there along that ridge, that is where the workers, well, do their thing. And I'd love to get into it right now, but later in the video I'll show you some more about the coffee from the region, because we're going to a bigger coffee plant later on. Cool thing about this hostel is that it's, well, just a short walk down to the river. You get to walk through the coffee plants, and you can take lounge chairs and like chill in the river. Made this path all the way down. What this river is gonna be like, but just to walk is already very pretty. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. I am loving this jungle path. Look at that, it's a bridge. The middle bar is lower than the other ones, which creates a perfect path for the jungle ants to pass through. If this is intentional, it's genius. That's the river. There's this dirt stairs that lead God knows where. So, I almost slipped. Of course, I've got to go and follow it. Lead to the side of the coffee plantation. These shoots of bamboo are insanely tall. Must be like 15 to 20 meters even. If you want to cut them down to use them for construction, you have to do so at a specific time of month, because you want your bamboo to be as dry as possible. And apparently the state of the moon has something to do with how much liquid is inside, and you have to cut it between 4 and 6 in the morning in order to get the driest bamboo and to get the strongest and best building material. I'm actually gonna head back to the hostel right now because we are going horse riding. Ah, whoop. Almost slipped again. Our activity right now is that we are going horse riding. You guys excited?
Yeah.
You ever been on a horse before?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Long time ago.
No. Okay, I'm with this guy.
Also twice.
Yeah, long time ago. On a horse like once. Rode around one circle. So it is going to be different. We're going to go through wilderness, through rivers, through plantations. All sorts of stuff. I am already not looking forward to the muscle ache that I'm going to have tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, we're going horse riding today. And something that I think should be said is that if you're abroad and you're doing tours with animals, you should be very aware that the animals are actually taken care of. I've made the mistake before. I mean, I've ridden an elephant in Bali, and only afterwards did I find out that the animals were treated pretty badly. And I mean, making mistakes is fine as long as you learn from them. So ever since that happened, whenever I go on tours, I ask beforehand, are the animals in good shape? Are they treated well? And yeah, it's just important because, well, animal welfare is important. And you shouldn't support it if the animals are treated badly. And we specifically chose this tour because the people from the hostel said that the animals are treated really, really well. So yeah, that's why we're here. Talking about animal well-being. This dog is living the life. Horses! Horses! Okay, we looked up a picture of a healthy horse and they seem to be in okay condition. Like their coat's pretty shiny, some other things. This will be my horse. ¿Es su nombre?
Petra.
Petra. Hello, Petra. What's yours called? Petra having a little snack before we start. Yeah, so the tour guide said that Petra is a bit hangry today. So, well, as long as I'll let her have some snacks along the way, I hope we can be good friends. Janiek, how do I drive this thing? This thing?
Put it on one side.
Put it on one side, go to one side, put it on the other. Brake is with 2. And how do I give gas? Petra, queen of snacks. My first few steps on a horse. It's one small step for a horse and one giant leap for all of us. Okay. Hello, doggies.
Those are big cousins coming.
Yeah, she's picking up the pace, all right. Oh, bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, my ass is gonna be sore tomorrow. It's the moment we stand still. Queen of snacks. Petra wants to be in the lead. Yeah, Petra, queen of snacks, strikes again with a big mouthful on the go. Try the tour guide's gone, so you can have a little snack. Come on. Yes. There you go. Nick, what did my horse do to you? I mean, if you snack that much, then you know it's gotta come out at some point. So, good for you, Petra. There she goes again. So apparently, to ride a horse as smooth as possible, you get to move your hips with the rhythm of the animal. Only being in Latin America, I found that my hips are very, very European. I've been to some salsa clubs before, and mostly it's just me sitting on the side because I was so embarrassed. Tour guide's gone. Go, 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 go. Take some snacks. Yeah. I'm taking one. So this is what you like. It's not bad. Actually, not bad. I understand the appeal. Petra, you hungry thing. Now we are next to a coffee plantation, And oh yeah, you go ahead, Petra, take some snacks. And you see that there's like plantain trees in the middle of it. You actually see this very often, that they put the plantain trees in the middle of the coffee trees, because on the one hand they use very different nutrients, and plantains are very rich in potassium. They only produce fruit once, so you know that the trees need to be cut down anyways if they're harvested. So it's a fertilizer for the coffee. And on the other hand, whenever the plantain is harvested, which is like once every month, it's a nice bit of income for the farmers, because the coffee harvest is only twice a year. So to have a monthly income, it's actually very welcoming to pay like the bills and stuff like that. I think Petra would like it if I do more information breaks, because then every single time she gets to snack a little bit. I relate to Petra on 2 levels. First of all, looking for snacks, always looking for the next one. And secondly, Petra kind of has the habit, like she doesn't want to eat in the back. She always wants to go faster, overtake people. I get that. I can already hear water flowing. So the river must be close. We can see, oh, tiny little stream. Wouldn't necessarily call this a river, but yeah, it's definitely water, all right. Ah, a tiny little waterfall over there. Petra has chosen it upon herself to make the path as difficult as possible for me, but I like a challenge. Bless you. Petra doesn't like waiting. I could have known, because I don't like waiting either. So Katrina, Petra, you're forced to socialize like 2 little kids. Come on, play. Have a little talk about hey, like just say hey, or just like hey. Petra's happy again. We can go on. Of course, she wants to take the lead. Oh, let's go, Petra. Nobody has a chance against Petra. The snack machine. First good glimpse of the river. The valley. It's so beautiful here. All the other horses are tied up. We're gonna visit the river. And what is Petra doing? What she does best, snacking, is the river. There it is, our natural swimming pool. Whew. Ah. Whew. Oh, that's cold. Big jump. Look at that. Our horse friends made a little cow friend. So I made quite a few friends here. They've got magnificent mustaches. You just had an hour to fill up. Come on. Petra. You hungry horse. Come on, Petra. We gotta keep moving. Didn't even finish your last bite. You're already filling up again. Collect you a little something for on the road. Petra, got your little thing for on the road. There you go. Come on. Yeah. A little bit of grass. Yeah, nice little snack. Oh, full on gallop. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now I feel like I've actually ridden a horse. Yeah, she's eyeing first place. Petra always wants to be in front. There you go. The other horses are not as hungry as you, Petra. Look at chickens! Get him! Yeah. Yes, exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah! Woo! We've decided that we're gonna cross South America on horseback. I mean, everybody does it with a motorcycle.
You won't feel your ass anymore.
You won't feel your, yeah. No, maybe after a few days.
A little bit of gas vlogging in Ruben's vlog. I'm waiting here with my horse Romeo because we don't know where the other one went. The guide is now searching for them. I've been standing here for quite a bit. Romeo is getting quite upset that his friends aren't here anymore. And I'm also alone in the middle of nowhere. It's fine, as long as my parents don't see this.
Okay, so we went too fast, lost the rest of the group, created too much distance, and we went the wrong way. So we're trying to make up for that. Hi! Yeah! We found Janiek again! Oh, in unison! Oh, there's not a lot of space. Petra! Woo! Of course, she wants to be first! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ah! Unfortunately, lost Janiek. When there's a wait, there's a snack. There she is! Romeo with her Juliet. Romeo didn't want to go. So once again, Romeo is back in last because we're going slightly above the normal walking speed of a horse. We made it back to the hostel. Woohoo! Petra, it's been a pleasure. Yes. Of course, you're going for a snack. Hey horses! Bye, bye Petra! Of course, she's in the front again. And that concludes our horse riding adventure. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Well, I mean, I thought it was gonna be good, but no, it's just such a rush. It was very, very cool. I'm pretty tired and my ass already feels sore, so I need some lunch, some rest. The hostel that we're staying at is actually super close to the Kokoro Valley, which is this valley over here. And yeah, it's one of the biggest touristic attractions of Colombia, but we very consciously decided not to go there because, well, the reason it looks the way it does is because there used to be a lot of jungle, but because this one palm tree is protected and like the national tree of Colombia, they couldn't cut them down. So the farmers cut down everything except for these palm trees, and the only reason they grew so high was because they were competing well, with the other plants basically. But because everything was cut away, this is the only thing that's left. So it's actually a pretty sad story of deforestation. And scientists also say that basically these trees are living corpses. In the past 30 years, almost 70% of these trees have died. So yeah, it's actually quite a sad story. Apparently it's pretty beautiful to go there. You can do amazing hikes, but we consciously decided not to do it. And instead we are going to a coffee plantation. Walking towards the coffee plantation, and we are not going alone. Okay, I think we are because it's probably not allowed to leave the hostel. But it's to be like a tap out system because there's their new guide, and well, this one's stopping. So yeah, lead the way. Hi, hello. So no, they had a brief exchange of information and decided that it was better that he stick with us. Right? Afraid we're gonna have to leave our guide behind. Let's find some new company. Hope that dog will take good care of him. So it started off as a joke, him coming along with us. Then it became our nightmare. And well, now it's just the truth. He's coming along with us, but we don't even know his name.
We know he speaks French.
Yeah, he speaks French, but that's all. We decided to call him Jean le Chien. So, well, Jean the dog, but then in French. And we tried multiple things, like he gets distracted every now and then. So if we say, come on. But then when we say, Yalla, there he is. All the way here. Good boy. Oh, good girl. She might be Jeanette. We don't know. Jean or Jeanette. I think it's Jeanette. Jeanette does not seem too excited to be coming here when there's all these other dogs. Well, look, we'll get her to come one way or another. So all we know is we ended up at a place where apparently it's a coffee farm with a very, very enthusiastic and spirited man who speaks only Spanish and very, very quickly. But he just gave us a set of binoculars and a card of the native birds, and he just told us to look at this feeder. And all the while Jeanette is, chilling over here. So this is what we can see with the binoculars. There is a hummingbird at the feeder. It's black. I don't know what it is, but it's another bird. A bird from the United States. So there's two of them. Bright red. There's another hummingbird. A woodpecker. Bird watching and drinking coffee. We got a brief introduction already to the farm. He's been doing this for 23 years biologically, and one of his main things is that he has respect for nature and respect for animals and life in general. That's why he always also has 9 dogs. Dogs are coming along, including Jeanette. Bunch of worms in here. Wow. So for 23 years, this guy has been planting these trees. It's the project of his life, and he's been planting all of these, trees and bamboo and plants and flowers. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Types of birds of paradise flowers. Whoa.
Ortotricia rosada, wagneriana. Favela.
Bandula rosada.
Piccolo rojo. Sexy pin. Vulcano y Barbados. Peterson. Piton, Point, Maracas.
Sita Karun.
Chartreus. Shakini.
Maracas.
Caribia Cream.
Nappy?
Nappy.
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 You see a coffee plant with all the different berries that are on it, or can you call them berries? I don't really know. But once they're red, they're ready to be harvested. As you can see, there's a lot of different colors which are there at the same time. So they need to be harvested basically constantly. Also, because if you keep them on there too long, there's a certain kind of parasite that gets into it, and that gives the coffee a really, really bitter taste. Then you'll see that there's like the seeds inside, and it's like a honey, a very sweet thing that's there on the outside. It's nice. Beautifully, the split between industrial farms and organic farms, and like this one is all like structured and organized, whereas this one is way more wild. It actually looks really, really beautiful. From that hill and going into more like a forest, humid forest, and you can feel the temperature drop instantly. My phone is dropping instantly as well. Like the moment we step into this, the tree line basically, it's just way colder. Plant here is on the road to extinction. Take a good look at it.
Hacia allá es la finca mía. Hacia allá es monocultivo.
I just grabbed.
Monocultivo.
Going into the jungle now. Still with all of our dogs. Bamboo is ready to be harvested after 4 years, and this is still like a baby. It still has like a soft exterior. This one is getting there, just like this one, but the moment it gets like a big white spots of fungus, it's ready to be harvested. And whoa, I'm dying here. And that's when it's ready to be cut down. I don't know what this jungle is doing to me. Trying to spot a fish. It's super exciting. This forest is just beautiful. Usually in the jungle, you tend to stumble like over branches and things, but for us the biggest risk is stumbling over one of these dogs. Ready to leave the forest again. I'm feeling very Fellowship of the Ringy here. And so it was that 4 humans and 2, 4, 6, 8 dogs went on an adventure. Ooh, it's a bird! Ooh. Come to us! You can do it! Don't let the grass will keep you. Oh no, a distraction. Expecting a coffee plantation tour. And instead we gotta walk through the jungle with a whole bunch of dogs. which
was so fun though.
Which was maybe even more fun than just learning about coffee. Here we are, back at the farm. Stops of the tour. Bee's nest. Wow. It's a honey thing with the smallest bees in the world. I mean, these things, look at them compared to my finger. Wow. They're so tiny. Sure, we didn't actually learn too much about coffee, but let me explain a little bit. Coffee, they put the beans in here, they twist this machine, and pulp is separated from the beans. The beans are then washed with water. Then they're put to dry, and eventually when they're completely dried, they end up like this. They're peeled either by hand or by machine, and that's when you get these beans. And most of these are shipped to Europe, where they are roasted, and that's how you get the familiar coffee bean. And eventually it's ground up, and then you can make the coffee. And of course it all starts from a little plant. Somebody is tired from today, right? Yeah. Why'd you walk all the way with us? Come on, Jeanette. Going home. Away from all the other dogs. Yeah, there goes the tail. Now you're happy again. Yay. Yes. We're going home. Leaving is good for Jeanette. The tail has finally gone up again. She's taking the lead instead of just like walking in the back. Yeah, all those dogs made her pretty nervous. Hi. What are you doing? You can't fit through there. Jeanette! There's a gate over here. Welcome back, Jeanette. Ooh,
Just in time.
just in time. Jeanette, this is where you were supposed to wait. But did you? Did you? No, you didn't. Oh, because it's raining, I'm trying to make my way back as quickly as possible without slipping over these bamboo and mud steps, or perilous looking bridges. So this is slippery. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. If you have any suggestions, tips, other things, just that's it. I don't know what else to say. Bye bye. It's time for another What's in the Bag, and the perfect conditions actually just arose for me to discuss one of the objects that I took along. Something that I carry with me all the time is an umbrella. Not just any umbrella, an actual storm umbrella that's ready for winds and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, like, why do you ever have an umbrella when you're like traveling through the warm countries? Well, moments like this, and they have absolutely saved my life every now and then, because it's not too much, it's not too heavy to carry. And if you actually need it, then you're just so happy to have it. What's the name of the brown dog?
The brown dog?
Yeah.
La Marron.
La Marron. That's just her name.
Yes.
The brown one.
Yes.
Okay. We called her Jeanette, like Jeanette.